We acknowledge that we are on the original land of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Oji-Cree, Dene, and Dakota peoples, and the homeland of the Métis Nation. Bonjour, Oshashka Kuku Ku Ikwe Nadishnakas Kekekni Dotam. Hi, my name's Anna. I'm the Manager of Education and Programming here at Assiniboine Park. The bison in Anishinaabe culture represent respect in the 7 sacred teachings. And with that, it sort of means respect for creation, because the bison were integral to the prairies and plains people. Traditionally, our ancestors used the entirety of the body of the bison when we hunted them. The bison would represent sort of reciprocity in giving back to our peoples in order to keep that balance that they had to give their lives to maintain ours. And so our ceremonies are very much centric around the bison.
Hi, I'm CJ Breiter. I'm a research conservation specialist at Assiniboine Park Zoo, and I was leading the content and design of the new interpretive material at the Bison exhibit. In some ways, we've done a lot of stuff on the fields for the bison, but it was also an opportunity so that we could improve the content that we were providing for educational material for our visitors. So we felt this was a really great opportunity to talk about the history of bison in our province. So the people that live here for many generations are really closely tied with bison. And so we wanted that story to be told here. And to do this, we actually talked to Indigenous knowledge keepers and elders to make sure that we told the story right, and that we had an opportunity to acknowledge that history in a really positive way and in the spirit of reconciliation.
I think it's really important in the spirit of reconciliation, and also just the awareness and empowering Indigenous cultures here. The bison are so integral to our culture that I think they really need that awareness and that education.
The other storylines of the Bison Interpretive really focuses on biology of bison and why they're important to the prairie landscapes. Prairies are really important to this area. There's a lot of ties into how we live and our culture and traditions, and bison were really important in that story. So we wanted to make sure that link was really obvious. So when you come to the zoo, one of the first things you're actually going to see is our new offering bowl. So an offering bowl is a traditional place where you can make an offering to the creator or different spirits or different animals, and in this case the offering would be to the bison. An offering is a respectful way of asking for assistance and is open to anyone who wants to make the offering. And the sacred items that can go in here are mostly plant materials, so tobacco, cedar, sage, and sweetgrass, but any other natural items are also accepted. One of the reasons that we decided to create an offering bowl was because over many years we've noticed that members of the community would actually go along the fence line where the bison are and leave an offering there. So we wanted to make it a little bit more of a formal place for people to feel invited to provide an offering to the bison while they're at their next visit. So one of the things I learned through my consultations with Indigenous knowledge keepers was that the offering bowl should be made out of natural materials. So I reached out to a colleague of ours, Rob Stewart, who is a local wood turner, and he offered to make us this offering bowl. And he made it to actually look like an acorn, which you can see here. From the bowl, we're actually going to collect all the offerings, and we will be using them in ceremony, in sacred fires.
I love greeting them in Anishinaabe personally. I am a sun dancer. I take part in Sundance ceremony, and so it's really important to me as an Anishinaabe Kwe, and yeah, I just get really excited, and knowing that we have that opportunity to offer them tobacco to the offering bowl at the front of the zoo here, and so that really helps me connect with my peoples and my teachings. I really hope that visitors of the park and the zoo can really appreciate the strength and the power of the bison, especially with Indigenous communities, but non-Indigenous, and how they have really given so much to people and animals in general, just to really maintain our well-being.